Hello Flickering Myth family and welcome to our channel. My name is EJ Marino and today we have a movie review. I'm going to be talking about the new Clint Eastwood project, Cry Macho. I'm going to be completely honest, walking into this movie, I had a preconceived notion of what it was going to be. I saw the trailer. I've seen modern Clint Eastwood movies. I definitely was not prepared to enjoy this, but I sat down and said, let me give this a fair shot. And by the end of the film, I actually really very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a small, meditative, quiet film about Clint Eastwood talking about a subject. I was nervous. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's going to be talking about masculinity, about what it takes to be macho. This movie is way more than that. It's actually just about being a good person. It's just a nice, simple movie with Clint Eastwood delivering a pretty solid performance, some good directing, and just a nice, easygoing message. In the film he is directing, Clint Eastwood stars as Mike, an old kind of rancher, cowboy man who is at the later end of his life. He is now trying to figure out where to go from here. He is also trying to kind of fix his life after having a couple rough years. So when his boss sends him on a mission to go find his son in Mexico, bring him back so they can reunite that family, he takes the mission and is kind of not really willing or kind of excited to do this, but he's just like, hey, let me go help out somebody, let me go just try to do this. So he runs into the young boy named Rafa, and yeah, they start kind of developing a connection. Rafa has a pretty rough life. His mother is a piece of trash. His dad is, sure, he wants to save him, but he has ulterior motives. We see the Mike character just basically kind of take this boy under his wing and just teach him some things. Raphael is just so like addicted to the concept of being strong, being macho. He is this little chicken that he does these like cockfighting with that he calls macho, and he's just kind of like has this mindset. But Clint's character Mike is going to teach him that macho isn't what he thinks it is. It's about being strong, but it's also about being vulnerable. It's about letting people in. This was not the topic I thought they were going to do. I'm going to be straight up with you. I was waiting for just pure macho machismo. This is what real men are like. Real men do X, Y, and Z, and that is not this. This was just pure him like meeting the Raphael character, and we see Mike just kind of go, hey, be a good person, be willing to open and listen and do all these things. And I was so happy. He teaches him how to ride a horse. He kind of shows him connections with women that are positive. He shows him connections with friends in the community that are positive. Those are things that this young boy needs. And I was actually pretty excited to see that. Now, I do have the fear that this has a bit of a white savior complex where we see Clint's character kind of come in and save a young brown boy, but it isn't anything really like that. There is nothing about the American to Mexican stuff. There is some like slight like cultural differences, but Clint kind of embraces the Mexican culture in this film, and I was really excited. Everything negative I thought this movie was going to be, I thought it was going to really talk down to about Mexican people. I thought it was going to be way too political. I thought it was going to be filled with toxic masculinity. None of that is here. This is Clint just delivering a nice, easygoing film with some good messages. Now, there is some moments where I thought this the dialogue was a little on the nose. I thought some of the stuff where it's not even the politics stuff. It's the just simple story things of like, Mike, you haven't been the same since your wife died. You got hurt. You did this. And it's just like, you could have just saved some of this audio and just give me a little bit of a story that I don't think Clint trusted us to figure this out. I know this is probably geared at an older audience, and I'm like, bro, trust your audience to just fully process things. You don't have to like spoon feed us details and plot points and what you're trying to say. Let it happen. Let it just flow through. And that's my only minor complaint with the script, is sometimes the dialogue is a bit cringy, but overall, it's a pretty fun film. Director and actor Clint Eastwood is in his early 90s, and you can tell that. The charm that he has is still there, but he isn't as over the top or as commanding as he once was, but he's still a pretty good actor. He actually won me over here. He's charming. He has a bit of an energy to him. It's not what you think. I'm like a big fan of like A Fistful of Dollars and A Few Dollars More. Like, I like that era of Clint, so I was just kind of still in that mindset. I don't really love love later, older Clint Eastwood movies like Gran Torino and The Mule, not my kind of thing. So this was a really fun surprise to see him kind of evolve as an actor, and I think as a director, he's still pretty competent. The shots were nice here. The overall kind of aesthetic and the flow of the film, it was a bit slow, and sometimes the fade to black feel a bit lazy, but he's still a strong filmmaker, knows a good shot, knows how to have a scene, knows how to either build tension, have humor, and actually have good dramatic beats. That's all I really need from this movie. I was really expecting so much more, and I got a whole different movie, and I'm not upset with that. I'm actually happy to see this was a small-scale movie. Alright everyone, that is it for my review of Cry Macho, Clint Eastwood's new film, and like I said in this review, I had a good time with it, and I hope you do as well. Check this out. Actually, it's a worthwhile viewing, especially because this could actually send Clint to the early award season. Will he make it to the Oscars? Who knows? But he has a contender with this nice, easygoing film. Alright everyone, what did you think of this movie? What do you think of this review? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel because we make videos like this every single week, and give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about Clint Eastwood movies and Cry Macho down below.